Welcome back to some more astrology. Today we are going to read about April 7th. Happy Monday, by the way. Hope you guys are having a good Monday so far. It was a long day at work, but I survived it, so. We also have a big week coming up in regards to transits that I've been wanting to go over, but it's been kind of difficult finding the time to study everything and write it all down. And I want to get back into that eventually, where I'm going over the transits and stuff for all the signs, and I'll get there, but it's just been super busy. So, okay. April 7th is the day of enthusiastic belief. And it is from 16 to 18 degrees of Aries, and it's within the second decan of Aries. And of course, Aries is a cardinal fire sign. Born on this day, Buddha. Traditional birth date, right? That's definitely not something I was expecting at all. So, that's good to know. Let me just readjust this thing really quick. It's kind of bothering me. Okay, there we go. Saint Francis Xavier, Jesuit missionary, spread Catholicism, Loyola's ideas to many parts of world. William Wordsworth, British romantic poet. Billie Holiday, jazz singer. Francis Ford Coppola, film director, The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, and producer. Jerry Brown, California governor, presidential candidate. Ravi Shankar, Indian artist or Indian sitarist. Ooh, I love the sitar. Have you guys, it's an instrument. This is still bothering me. My Virgo stuff is coming out. Okay, I'm good now. The sitar, it sounds so magical. I would love to actually learn how to play the sitar one of these days. I just love it. Mongo Santa Maria, Cuban Latin jazz percussionist, band leader, composer. John J. McGraw, New York Giants baseball manager for 30 years, coached team to 3 World Series victories. 10 NL pennants, second all-time manager in wins. Francois Fourier, socialist. Bronislaw Malinowski, cultural anthropologist. Tony Dorsett, football running back. And James Garner. I'm going to actually just summarize some of these. It's just kind of too long, the list. James Garner, The Rockford Files, actor. Joel Robuchon, some chef. David Frost, interviewer, British TV host, producer, writer, blah, blah, blah. Freddie Hubbard, jazz trumpeter. John Oates, singer-songwriter, Hall & Oates. Janice Ian, singer-songwriter. Ole Kirk Christensen, Danish toy maker. Either Ole or Ole. No, it's Ole. My bad. Ole. Doesn't have the little mark at the top of the... Yeah, I forgot what those things are called. Buster Douglas, boxer, 50-1 underdog. Wow. Upset Tyson for heavyweight crown. Oh, okay. So those born on April 7th infuse everything they do with an enthusiastic and energetic commitment. However, if they are unfortunate enough to have experienced an unhappy childhood, due either to their parents or environment, they will carry a certain lifelong sadness with them. April 7 people often display great enthusiasm and creativity in their younger years, only to settle down into a more predictable or comfortable groove. On the other hand, as children, those born on this day may waste much of their energy on rebelliousness. And despite the fact that many April 7 people grow increasingly wise with the passing years and less reckless, anger can continue to be a problem for them. It is not uncommon for April 7 people to reach a point in their lives when they can spiritually progress no further and have to make a very big change. This can happen at their first Saturn return, at about age 28, or around the age of 42, when both Saturn and Uranus are opposite their natal positions. If April 7 people pass through this crossroads well, they are capable of even greater success in their new life. They may feel less impelled to throw themselves at the world and instead allow the world to come to them. Even if April 7 people themselves are going through a quiet period, they are sensitive to the positive energy of others and respond to it. The more advanced individuals born on this day have the ability to channel and direct such positive energy towards social and religious goals. The spiritual life of April 7 people is of great importance to them and will often manifest in a religious attitude toward the world, whether they actively practice within a sect or not. In this regard, however, April 7 people must be aware of turning others off with an unvarying optimism, which is not always shared. It is thus vitally important that they preserve a critical and objective capacity. Less highly evolved April 7 people will give the impression of dependability, but often prove unreliable when called upon in times of need. The reality factor of such April 7 people is low and their anger factor high, so that others who come to depend on them may be in for a nasty surprise. More highly evolved April 7 people will be as reliable as their enthusiasm promises, but may find it unmanageable to have too many people depending on them. When this happens, these April 7 people generally seek solitude, sometimes for extended periods of time. In relationships, April 7 people often bolster feelings of self-worth in their partner and are very supportive in general. The danger is that the partner may come to depend on this enthusiasm and be shattered if and when it does one day withdraw. April 7 people do well in public positions in which they can inspire others to higher achievement through their own example. They should continually work toward being realistic in their view of everyday life and must not be carried away by illusions. They should also avoid reacting in an angry fashion if their expectations are not met by others. And now for the numbers and planets. So those born on the 7th day, obviously they're ruled by 7, right? The planet of Neptune, actually. Because this watery planet rules visions and dreams, those ruled by the number 7 do not always carry through their ideas and tend to be unrealistic. In addition, the influence of Mars, ruler of Aries, can serve to push those born on April 7 over the edge, provoking irritation or anger in themselves and others. Those ruled by the number 7 are characteristically restless lovers of change and travel. Since they so often pay little regard to the material side of life, April 7 people must beware of risking financial embarrassment or leaving dependents and family members destitute. In the tarot, the 7th card of the major arcana is the Chariot. And I'm going to go get that card for you guys really quick. There it is, just right there. Okay. So, the Chariot, which shows a triumphant figure. Oh my gosh, it's too dark, huh? Sorry. Should probably have some more light in here. Yeah. You can still see it though. Okay. Triumphant figure moving through the world, manifesting his physical presence in a dynamic way. The card may be interpreted to mean that no matter how narrow or precarious the correct path, one must continue on. The good side of this card posits success, talent, and efficiency. The bad side suggests a dictatorial attitude and a poor sense of direction. As far as health goes, those born on April 7th who come to peace with themselves generally enjoy long life and good health. The danger is that they will go overboard in their enthusiasm, overstressing their bodies and taking a good constitution for granted. Since the human body can only tolerate so much excess, those born on this day will find their lifespans considerably shortened unless they become more aware of their limitations. In this respect, a conservative redirection of their life at a crisis point may ensure greater longevity. The cultivation of patience, of simply learning to wait, is of great importance to an April 7 person. It will be directly reflected in improved health. Because of vulnerability to stress-induced stomach ulcers, April 7 people may have to occasionally go on a bland diet, avoiding fatty, spicy, or acidic foods. Some advice: not everyone is as enthusiastic as you are. So give people a chance to react naturally. Don't overwhelm them with your energy and expectations. Also beware of denying others their personal right to choose. And the meditation is: carpenters say, measure twice, cut once. Strengths: positive, energetic, and imaginative. Weaknesses: impatient, irritable, and unrealistic. And that is the general description for those born on April 7th. I hope you guys liked it, and until tomorrow, peace out.